Hello vinyl community and everyone else watching this. I'm back. I decided to do my next thrift store finds video right away. Get it done. Hope everybody out there is doing well and all of that kind of stuff. It's our first day of cold here and everybody's walking around in heavy coats and things like that, and I was just like this. It's 55. That's not really cold. Anyway, here we go with just the rest of the pile I had of thrift store finds. These were gotten mainly at two Goodwills. I don't really know. A lot of these I've had for a while, a month or more, so I won't even remember buying some of them. But so this will be a surprise for me too. So here we go. It's quite a pile, so I'm going to go through them quick. The Goodwill had a bunch of really old records, a lot of them on the Columbia 6i label, which I love that label, which is why I bought them. Lover's Luau, Les Paul, and Mary Ford. Start off with that one. And they are in the back. And I won't show this every time, but for those of you that might not know what the Columbia 6i label looks like, there it is. And these records were all in really nice shape, 29 cents a piece. Pick them up. I don't know what this is. 9:34 a.m. May 5th, 1961. A recording of the historic space voyage of America's first astronaut. The authentic report and sounds. It's on Columbia. Interesting. Just interesting. I always pick stuff like this up. Again, I'm not going to keep showing these, but it is on the Columbia 6i label. Nice shape. Why wouldn't it be? How many times are you going to listen to it? But interesting sort of novelty record. I don't know. Guy Mitchell, Guy's Greatest Hits. Again, 6i Columbia. It's got Singing the Blues on it. I think one of the best sort of songs of the 50s, to be honest. Love that record. And that's the Guy Mitchell. Patti Page, Indiscretion, Mercury High Fidelity. Again, these records are all in like really nice shape, so I couldn't just let them sit there. There's your Mercury label, and most of the time these look faded, and I don't know how well this is going to come out. This is so bright. It's sort of whitish silver, and it's just gorgeous looking record. Academy Award losers, Steve Lawrence. I kind of like that. Doing all the songs that didn't win the Academy Award. And with Billy May and his orchestra, that was Billy May. This one's just on the Columbia 2i label. Does I Got You Under My Skin on here. A couple of Tony Bennett's. Blue Velvet, Tony Bennett. I'm not sure I've ever seen this one. Again, Columbia 6i label. Picked it up. And Tony's Greatest Hits. Again, Columbia 6i label. Picked that up. And this has a lot of what you'd want. Stranger in Paradise. You know, the early Tony Bennett. Just in Time. Rags to Riches, Cold Cold Heart. It's Tony. This is what's playing. Errol Garner. Paris Impressions. Again, it's a Columbia 6i label. Like this, the sparse drawing of him on the back. Pretty cool. Errol Garner. I usually don't pick these up, and I'm not sure why I even picked this one up. It's got some interesting stuff on it. Them old country songs. It's a 2-record set. We've all seen these before. There's a track listing. Sometimes I'll pick these up because there's 3 for $1, and if I've got an odd number, I'll grab one more record just to same price. It's on Tampa Records. The Andrews Sisters, Greatest Hits Volume 2. The orchestra of Alan Ferguson. These would be re-recordings. I actually like Andrews Sisters re-recordings. Sometimes they change the arrangements quite a bit and update them. And interesting. It's on Dot Records. And again, wow, I said in my last video, you don't see many original Dot sleeves, and this one has one. So, that's cool right there. I think I have this, but mine's not nearly in this nice a shape. Dean Martin, Dina Italiano. Stereo copy this time. There's your track listing. And this is going to be on the Reprise label, again with an original Reprise sleeve. So very happy with that one. Italian favorites, Louis Prima with Phil Brito. This is one of these, some Louis Prima on here and some of the other guy on here. Golden Tone Stereo. No idea, but I always pick up Louis Prima records, no matter what crappy label they're on. And this is an interesting looking label. I mean, this is kind of cool. Records in nice shape. Early Louis Prima for the orchestra days, no doubt. I have this, but this is in such nice shape. I picked it up again. A Swingin' Safari, Billy Vaughn. Swingin' Safari is one of the great instrumentals of the 60s. It's just such a cool track. And it's on Dot. And this has an original Dot in it too, and it's a different one. Wow. That's really cool. And for those of you that don't know the Dot label, I don't know how you wouldn't, but there's a Dot label. Some rock and roll again for a change. Moody Blues, Long Distance Voyager. I have it, but again, I couldn't leave it sit there for 29 cents. You know, you guys, it's got a custom label. You guys, I'm pretty sure have all seen that record. It came out in about 1980. Good, maybe the last really good Moody Blues album. Like, I don't have enough of these. Nilsson Schmilsson, Harry Nilsson. Picked this one up. I know why I picked this one up. Because it has the poster. So, 29 cents, has the poster. Had to go home with me. Make sure all of mine have the poster, because this one's probably between VG and VG Plus condition. Not perfect by any means, but great album if you guys don't know. Probably Harry Nilsson's best record. Genesis, I remember this day. This was the first record I saw and said, holy crap, there might be some rock. Seconds out, Genesis is live 2-record set. I believe the last thing Peter Gabriel did with Genesis. Now, I'm no expert, so if I'm wrong, you can correct me. I believe he did the Landwise Down on Broadway. I think he went out on tour with them, but I'm not even positive. He might not even be on this record. But I think he was. And then he left. There you go, 2-record set. It's got the Carpet Crawl on it, which I just love that song. Landwise Down on Broadway, that would be the tour they were on. So, touring in '75 there. I remember they had every Outlaws album I think they ever made. I just chose the greatest hits of the Outlaws. I didn't need every Outlaws album. I figured I'd let somebody else that was a fan get them. It's got anything I would ever want by the Outlaws. It's on Arista Records. It's got a custom inner sleeve. Pictures of the Outlaws. Info. That kind of thing. Nice shape. And they had a couple of Styx records, but I only picked one up. I'm not a huge Styx fan, but I did pick up Styx 2. And I picked it up for one reason. None of them were, this one isn't minty by any means, but it's in okay shape. And it is an original on Wooden Nickel Records, which is definitely why I picked Styx 2 up. This one I do remember. Procol Harum's live album. Of course, Conquistador was the hit on this. The single original was never a hit, but the live version was. Neil Diamond, Rainbow. Not sure even why I picked this one up. I think they were just there and they were nice on MCA records. No big deal here. They're in decent shape. And the singer sings his song on, yeah, and still in Shrink. I think both of these are sort of faked up greatest hits albums put together by MCA from his earlier recordings on Uni. Which his Uni stuff is good, that's probably why I picked it up. Best of Chad and Jeremy. Might have this, not sure, but this is a decent copy. It's not fantastic, but I know why I picked this one up. It is on the Target label, Capital Starline Target label, which would be why I would have picked it up. And it does have an original Capitol Records in the sleeve. So, very happy with that. And Peter and Gordon's Lady Godiva LP. Again, on Capitol Records. Of course, Lady Godiva there. And it's, I won't bother showing you, it's the Rainbow label. These things have been coming my way lately. Donovan's Greatest Hits. I picked one up in Buffalo not too long ago, and it was complete. This one's complete. It's got the book inside. I showed it the last time I showed this, but it's all here. And that one I think was a reissue. I think I got this straight. And this one is an original pressing on the Yellow Epic label, which is why I picked it up. And it might be in nicer shape than the one I got in Buffalo. So, really, really happy with that. Again, these are 3 for $1, so can't go wrong with Donovan's Greatest Hits for 3 for $1. I can get it back in there. Relaxing, Dean Martin. I don't know what his story is. He has a couple of albums on Tower, and I always pick them up when I see Tower, anything on Tower Records pretty much, but Dean Martin on Tower, saying the Standells were on Tower, you know, it's just weird seeing Dean Martin on Tower. Mac Davis, All the Love in the World. Rock and Roll Gave You the Best Years of My Life is the single from this one. Promo copy with the promo strip on the bottom. And is it? Yes. I know why I picked this one up. Because it is indeed a Columbia white label promo. That would be why I grabbed that. And Mac Davis on Trip Records. This would be early stuff he did before he signed with Columbia. I'm kind of curious to hear this, to be honest. Trip is an oldies label. Pressings or sourcing is sometimes not the best. But interesting records nonetheless. That would be why I picked that one up. Charlie Rich, Boss Man. I always pick Charlie Rich up. There's just so many of them. This one's produced by Billy Sherrill. It's got Big Boss Man, Nice and Easy's on here. Just the orange Epic label. Don Costa, Echoing Voices and Trombones. Ultra Audio by United Artists. Nice glossy cover. Could use a cleaning, but I think it'll clean up nice. And I just love this United Artists label. It's just a great label. So pick that up. And I wanted to hear the voices. I always like these. You can tell it's high fidelity by all the stuff they throw you inside. I love that. I like voicing records more than instrumental, like Ray Conniff and stuff like that. It's such easy. Enoch Layton is orchestra play. on Grand Award, Enoch Light's first label. I've been seeing a lot of Grand Award records lately. I don't buy many of them, but an actual Enoch Light one I don't see very often. So Enoch Light I will buy on his own label. And it actually, the coolest part, has an original inner sleeve. I've never seen one of these before. From the Grand Award label with all the other albums available on Grand Award. So that's pretty cool. And those of you that have never seen it, there is the Grand Award label. And record's in really nice shape. So things like this, I just think are just cool. And if you don't know who Enoch Light is, sort of the king of exotica in a way. Really cool. I don't know if he's into exotica yet at this point, but just cool stuff. Couple more here. Al Hirt, Soul in the Horn. I thought I had most of the 60s ones, but somehow this one got by me. Still in Shrink. What can I say? Al Hirt is always on. RCA Victor. Nice original inner sleeve. Love Al Hirt. Maybe the best trumpet player of all time. One of them anyway. Buddy Greco. Always by Buddy Greco. You're Something Else on Hilltop Records. And this one has The Song Is You. I love his version of that. A lot of Living to Do's on here. I love Buddy Greco. He's about the cheesiest lounge singing gets. Bill Murray. If you ever saw Bill Murray doing his Saturday Night Live shtick where he's doing Star Wars and all of that as a lounge singer guy, he's basically doing Buddy Greco. That's who he's doing. So you get an idea of who Buddy Greco is. And last one here. I don't even know. Going Latin. Ramsey Lewis. Going Latin. It's just so light I couldn't read it. And this is on Cadet Records, which of course is a chess label, which is why I bought it. And it's Ramsey Lewis, who is generally a cool cat. There's the Cadet label. And this is Ramsey Lewis Going Latin. Still in Shrink in stereo. Couldn't pass that up. There you go. That is the end of my thrift store pile. Next one will be, I'm not sure when I'm going to do it. I don't think tonight. Next one will be more recent releases. I've got a lot, another big stack. So look forward to that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for making videos. And at the same time, thank you all for not making too many videos. Because that gets hard. Again, thank you all. Check my podcast out, snapcracklepop.podomatic.com. For those of you that were Tom Petty fans, the one before the latest one is my Tom Petty tribute. I think I played some good songs. Anyway, check those out, and I'll see you when I see you. I hope everyone is well. Bye.